Hello everybody, I'm BetaWolf and welcome back to another episode of Dark Souls 3. That's right, we are finally back at it here in the... what's the place called? I was going to say Shaded Woods there, but isn't that Dark Souls 2? I'm pretty damn sure, right? But nevertheless, we are back on Dark Souls 3. I do forget the name of the area, and I was actually surprised to find myself here. I know we did kill the Crystal Sage last time. I'm pretty sure... the way the game was going, we were just at the front of the Cathedral of the Deep, right? That's kind of where we found ourselves. And I think I somewhat... yeah, there it is. And I think I somewhat decided to come back this way to go in a direction that I... Crucifixion Woods, that's it. To go in a direction where I had been previously on the, other save file. But of course we lost that when we switched PCs, so still a blind playthrough. We just haven't been back to that area yet on this save, so to speak. I'm thinking where to go. Shall we go that way or should we go to the Cathedral of the Deep? You know what, let's go there. Let's go to the Cathedral of the Deep. Little bit of a break between uploads. I have been streaming a little bit, as maybe, a couple of you guys know. A couple of you joined the Discord. And which I'm very thankful for. It's always good to chat off camera as well. In addition to that, I've been playing a couple of games off stream and just off camera altogether as well, actually. One of them being The Last of Us Part 2, and no spoilers, by the way. You don't need to worry about that. I'm very sincere when it comes to that stuff. I won't be betraying anyone's trust here today. Don't worry. Jesus. Okay, really? Damn, we let our guard down that much. That's our first death right there, boys and girls. I guess that's what I get when, you play a game like The Last of Us and then you come back to Dark Souls. If you want to word it that way, at least. But no, we are back. That guy does remind me of the Brigand. In fact, it is exactly the same Brigand as was in the forest in Dark Souls 1. I'm not saying it's the same person, but everything else is the same. Looking at the gear and stuff. But as I was saying, The Last of Us Part 2, and I will actually talk about it a little bit in this video. Not spoilers though, like I say, I won't give up any details at all because I'm considerate when it comes to that. I hate spoilers myself. But I got it on the day it came out, that very same night, and played it for, a couple of days, few days, and finished it. So I'm all done there. And oh my god, I don't believe I have ever felt as mixed on a game in my entire life. So many different polarizing opinions, it's unbelievable. And I feel like I could talk about the details of, the specifics of exactly what's making me think that way, be it both the positives and the negatives. Though, to be totally honest, whatchamacallit, can't really do that without spoiling anything. And considering the game's, only been out, I think it's still less than a week at this point. Yeah, it is, totally, actually. I think it's about 5 days, 6 maximum. I'm definitely not going to give any details away because people, have been waiting for this game for 7 years, and I, of course, don't want to spoil anything. But my god, seriously, guys, and I'm sure you know if you've played it, and it's not. I don't feel like this because of any one particular moment. I feel this way because of various factors. There is some good stuff going on there as well, for sure. I'm certainly not saying it's a bad game. And of course, I'm trying to be as, discreet here as I possibly can be. There is some good stuff going on there as well, despite a lot of the harsh backlash from the game, right? Yeah, let's focus up a little bit as well. Got to be careful of the dogs. Okay. I don't feel like... God, that kind of shit always irritates me. Maybe I'm in a bit of a mood where I'm not short-tempered, but small things can set me off. Maybe it's because it's 30 degrees and I feel like it's too hot any time it gets above 18. But yeah, whenever you swing against a wall, there's nothing more frustrating than having the sword bounce back. I mean, there was a point where it was fair, in the previous games, where you'd hit the wall, but the path of the sword would still dictate whether the enemy got hit or not, for example. But the enemies could do that back to you. But now, you know, they've managed to, of course, you know, program it so, of course, it doesn't hit, and rightly so, to be honest. When you hit a wall, you're obviously not following through on the enemy. However, if an enemy swings a sword at you in the exact same position against you, you're probably going to take the hit. I think that's generally how I've perceived it in, you know, Dark Souls 3 so far. Not something I've really touched on, but it's only really minor as well. It's kind of petty. It doesn't really affect much of the game, if anything at all. Or if it does, it's only to a very minute degree, right? But that's that anyway. I could just be a little bit uppity and, you know, whatnot, because it's so damn warm, and I don't cope well in the heat. As I've just said, it makes me very uncomfortable. But either way, that's that. I'm going to stop ranting about that, guys. Don't worry. I'll get back to ranting about The Last of Us 2, though. Don't worry about that. Where was I before I focused up in that last fight? I was... Well, first of all, we'll take care of these guys. There we go. Lovely. They don't really seem to be attacking. Well, they are now that I've disrupted them. Oh, that is... Wow. Okay, I remember there was a few enemies in Dark Souls 2 that had that kind of mechanic where they'd somewhat suicide against you. They'd just run and jump at you and explode to deal massive damage, but it would also kill them at the same time. Basically, what's his name? Electrode from Pokemon, if you want to draw any parallels there. Okay, what have we got in here? Kind of interesting. I'm liking the colour on the candles, though. Red wax. Red wax. I do like it. Anything here? No, doesn't seem like it. Illusory wall ahead. It doesn't seem like it. I did give it a go before giving that a read, of course, but don't see anything there. Maybe on this side. It looks a little bit more tarnished. Oh yeah, back to the Last of Us point, though. I really do want to get this across. The game's had a ton of backlash, right? I mean, not by so-called professional reviewers, you know, critics, I should say. It's been getting extremely good props from those guys, but in terms of a player base point of view...
Merciful goddess, mother of the forlorn, who have no place to call their own, please bear witness to our resolve. Fire for Ariandel. Fire for Ariandel. And the ash to kindle flame.
Okay, very interesting. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I did pay attention to the dialogue there, but the position was what I was drawn to more than anything. That's kind of how I'd like my girlfriend, to be honest. If I had one, but you get the idea. That's woof. You know, that's my favourite right there. Nevertheless, he was talking about something to do with the fires of Ariandel while he's praying to this altar of some kind. We do see some interesting people on there, carvings of some kind. Not quite sure what that's all tied to right now, but it seems to be kind of a church-like setting. You know, it could be some kind of religious building. He certainly seems to be praying to it for whatever reason. We'll try and talk to him right now, see what's going on. What are the odds that these messages are relating to exactly what I was pointing out right there about the whole bending over situation? Yeah.
Wait, you've the same scent as that woman. Then you must be an action one. You must be. Oh, you don't know how long I've searched.
Yeah, the moaning and groaning really doesn't help the cause. Let's be real. What's this other message say? Visions of critical foe. Okay, interesting. I mean, I'm always on guard anyway, the majority of the time when it comes to NPCs in these games, so that's fine. I would have been diligent about that regardless. He said that we've got the same scent as that woman. I wonder who he's referring to there. Considering... I'm kind of thinking it was the lady that we met with the guy in the gimp suit. I'm sorry, I'm not great on the names. We'll need to learn those over time, of course. But the one that we met just at the front of the Crucifixial Woods, I'm kind of thinking that he's referring to her because I relate to her more than most of the characters right now in terms of the player character, because she and her friend kind of seems like they're on a similar mission, kind of like Oscar was to the undead in Dark Souls 1, if you want to look at it from that angle too, to put it into perspective. That's who I think he's referring to. I could be easily wrong, of course, but nevertheless, let's talk to him again.
Oh, don't mind me. Didn't mean to fall apart. Now, Ashen One, I have a kindness to ask of you. My lady lives in the cold land of Ariandel. I need you to show her flame. A proper flame that will burn the rot away. If you truly are ash, then it must be fire that you seek.
We'll take on that request. Oh crap, I didn't think it'd trigger a cutscene.
Thank you. They of ash never fail. Just a moment, then. The painting of Ariandel. Well, rotted scrap of it, that is. Go on. Take it. Touch it.
Careful, careful. Oh, Jesus.
And then the ashes were too.
Oh. Oh, god damn. We just got jebaited. We just got jebaited, guys. God damn it. Jesus Christ. Ugh! Okay, where the hell are we right now? What is that creature?
Have you just arrived?
Yep.
How very unusual. Just how long has it been? Rejoice, my new friend. For this is a true haven of the forlorn, the cold and gentle painted world of Ariandel. Quick, go along. Find one for yourself. A sweetly rotting bed to lie upon.
I'd rather pass. I'd rather just get the hell out of here, to be honest.
Yes, of course. You're no exception. We've all seen terrible things. But you're safe now. Let it ease your burden. Ariandel will make a fine home for you. So, go on ahead. Find one for yourself. A sweetly rotting bed to lie upon.
Okay, he's talking about a sweet rotting bed for us to lie upon. I don't know what the hell's going on with this place, but it seems like we're in another painted world. We got dragged into a bloody napkin by the looks of things, and now we are in another painted world. Interesting, very crazy. And it's taking me back to what the guy who deceived us said. And now the ashes are too. And he was talking about reminding him of the scent of another, you know, another lady. Is this who he was talking about, maybe? Or could it be, you know, the boss of the area that he's referring to? Maybe something bad happened to her and she transformed into some kind of demon or something. I am unsure. Rime Blue Moss Clump. What the hell is that? That is fresh. That is brand new. Let's see. Reduces frost build-up. Cures frostbite status. Okay. Moss Clump radiating gentle heat and light. Okay. Okay. Reduces frost build-up. Cures that. Yeah. Frost accumulates in the body, causing frostbite, which saps one's health, lowers absorption, and slows stamina recovery. We have encountered that before on 1 or 2 enemies, I believe, so far. Weapons imbued with frost are a rare thing indeed. Most of them originating in the Boreal Valley. Yeah, that's it. Didn't Vord have some frosty effects? And I know when we went down at the elevator shaft at one point, we kind of fought this special kind of enemy, this knight with a big sword. He could do frost damage as well. Okay, cool stuff. Any other dialogues from you, my interesting creature?
Quick, go along. Find one for yourself. A sweetly rough.
Okay, we'll see what he means by that as we proceed here. Paying attention to the bones on the floor. You know, there is corpses, things have died here. That's a solid hint, you know, that danger could be approaching. Painted world of Ariandel. Wow, really? It is a new painted world. Light this bonfire up. We never lit the one in the church. Don't worry though, we'll have plenty of time to go back and, you know, go to places like that we've not totally explored before. So, no sweat, no sweat. Snowfield. I wonder if it allows you to travel back right now. Damn, you actually can. Interesting. We'll continue pushing this way right now, though. We will continue. Very, very foggy right now. Misty. The snow. I'm kind of liking how our armor kind of matches this area, or at least it reflects and bounces similar portions of light that you see in this area from it, you know? Interesting. Very foggy and dark, though. No doubt there's going to be enemies trying to get the jump on us here and ambush at some point. I mean, it's not really dark. It's, yeah, I mean, it's kind of certainly overcast. Okay, there's what looks to be an item there, so I'm just going to avoid that for now. This thing's going to attack, surely, right? No? Okay. I hear something. Oh, wait. Okay, I was lucky there that I had my shield up in the right direction. We've got a Frosty Knight. Let's go. Okay, tidied him up, no problem. Looks like there's patrols going through the area. There's another one right there. But okay, I know I did stop the Last of Us talk there, you know, before we got interrupted with the whole... Or not interrupted, but we got involved in the whole cutscene thing and a couple of new characters and whatnot. But I do feel the need to continue discussing it. Maybe some of you guys don't care. If you don't care, I'm sorry, but it's something that I really need to vocally kind of get off my chest and express, even though I'm not going into the exact depths with it, with all the details. But yeah, I've still got to say something on it. I really do. The point that we were at is the reviews, right? A lot of the companies like IGN, critics gave it all good, you know, pretty much perfect marks, or if not perfect, it was pretty damn high. Holy shit, that's an interesting creature. Look at that thing. Whereas the player base kind of, you know, had a bit of backlash, thinking, what the hell's this? What's going on? Blah blah blah. With how the game ends up playing out, with a few things. And like I'm saying, it's not just 1 or 2 scenes, so don't worry about that. I'm not spoiling anything. It's generally issues that kind of occur over the course of the game. And some of them I will agree with, rightly so, there is some serious issues that are being brought up. But you did also hear me say earlier, I don't think it's a bad game, and I don't think it is. I just feel like I'm so mixed on it. Like I said, I've never had so many different opinions about a game, ever. I don't think. Jesus, we need to tidy up these guys, that's for sure. And I feel like some of the reviews are... Okay, looks like we're actually getting this fight done beforehand. Okay, big patrol. If you want to see poor difficulty design, by the way, we are seeing it right here. Launching mobs of enemies is not good design. It's really not. Holy crap. Jesus. Okay. Maybe we will go back to another area to allow me to eventually finish what I'm trying to say here. I could be a little bit more patient going through the area as well, though, but I'm just getting back used to, you know, recording at the same time as talking. You know, it takes me... Wait, what? What the hell's going on? I'm so confused, guys. What the hell's going on? What do you mean I'm home? Oh, don't tell me that we're locked in this place now. Is this guy still here? We heard a voice.
Quick, go along.
Okay, oh man, I've got no idea what the hell's going on, I'll be honest. It feels like I'm jumping from thought to thought in my mind. Does it let you travel? It does, still, okay. We'll grab our souls back first. Like I was saying, I could be a little bit more patient going through the area as well, but after not recording for a while and stuff, I need to get back to, you know, playing a Souls game and discussing kind of deep points simultaneously. So we'll go back and we'll just try and progress through one of the, you know, what appears to be a simpler area while we're discussing this. Let's go back to the Cathedral of the Deep there, nice. We can also see what this guy's got to say to us as well about the whole situation of dragging us in there. But yeah, going back to that point, some of the concerns are certainly valid, I feel like, from the player base, most definitely. Though I don't feel as though it's totally fair. I mean, I've analysed it in great depth now, to be totally honest. Both my thoughts on it and the game itself. Like, and combined both things to develop an opinion which I think is pretty balanced. And I do believe that I feel some of it's kind of a little too harsh, some of the backlash, and it's unnecessary, but I also feel like some of those that are saying that it's an absolute god-tier game are kind of... I don't want to say wrong, because everyone's got their own opinion, right, but I feel like some of the compliments are too much, and some of the negative stuff is too much. And I might just be beating the dead horse here because so many people have weighed in on it already, but I do feel like I want to share my opinion because, surprisingly, contrasting with most people, it's somewhat kind of in the middle, as opposed to just one side or the other, right? Now, I will elaborate on this slightly without giving details away. From a gameplay point of view, from a visual point of view, it's all good. It's literally not an issue at all. It's kind of perfect, I want to say, because you know, the whole thing of if it's not broke, don't fix it, kind of works here because the gameplay in the first Last of Us fit perfectly, right? And this game does exactly the same. In fact, it also extends on it a little bit with a few mechanics, as like going prone and the way some hand-to-hand combat stuff works, and, you know, just things like that. So from a gameplay point of view, the game works totally fine. From a visual point of view, it's amazing. It's fantastic. It seriously is, especially, you know, it's on a console that is now 6 or 7 years old. So Naughty Dog, you know, they are specialists when it comes to that stuff, making the game look great and whatnot. So gameplay, totally fine. Visuals, totally fine. Soundtrack as well, actually. Absolutely great. Brilliant, in fact. Story point of view. Holy crap. Holy freaking crap. This is where my mixed thoughts come in. Where one day I'm one way, one day I'm the other. I'm so polarized and it's unbelievable. They went for a bit of a new formula, and once again, you'll only know if you've played it. I'm not going to give details because I'm not spoiling anybody, right? So if you know, you know. Or if you're thinking about playing and you hear me say this stuff, you'll probably know what I'm talking about once you've played it. So they went for a bit of a different formula. I'm going to run away from this terrorist attack right now. And it just... I see what they're going for, where a lot of people just criticise the direction that they went with it. I kind of understand it a little bit, to be honest. I see how it could have worked and what they were going for, and I do give them massive props for experimenting on a couple of new things and techniques and whatnot. However, it was just poorly executed, I think. There's some levels to really cool and sweet, and not necessarily sweet, but heartfelt, emotional, endearing, and you can relate to a lot of it. And if you're paying attention, you can see what they're trying to do, and you can see how bits of that does actually work. You know, when it gets pulled off well, and it's actually really interesting. With what they're trying to do there with characters that are new and characters that already exist. And the reason I word it like that is because, you'll know what the deal is, right? You'll know what's going on. When I'm wording it that way. Now, however, there is parts that work like that, but on the other hand, like the whole formula, the main premise of what they're trying to do does not work. I don't understand how you could expect a player, to be totally honest, to make full connection with what they were going for there, and to totally relate. And I've seen some people say that they're surprised that people react that way. How? Like, how? It's, honestly, guys, it's a real wild card moment, what they do in this game. Once again, not just with a one scene or clip in particular, but throughout. There's certain elements that they try and go for. Like I said, some work, some don't, and the ones that don't, they just miss the spot. They miss the spot. I'm trying to say all my thoughts here on it in quite a concise manner and cover. There might be the occasional thing I miss here, but I'm giving them. You've heard what I've given props for, and now you're hearing what I think they've kind of missed out on. They could have taken things in a different direction. That's just one thing, right? And maybe they didn't even necessarily need to do that. Voice crack, but it's not just of taking it a certain direction, it's how it's executed. And if you totally betray the character build of elements that were set up in the first game, and totally go against how that person would act in the next game, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't fly with the players, especially if they've grown attachment to it. And to be honest, this isn't just applied to The Last of Us. You can apply this to any game going, right? It doesn't fly, because players are gonna, pick that shit out a mile away and recognise it. So that's part of the issue there. And not just that, but what they then try and do after that. Like I've said, that just misses the mark. Like I say, I see what they were going for, but it misses the point, and it expects a certain level of understanding, or maybe not even understanding, because I can call it illogical for the devs to even want you to do something like this. To be totally honest, so not even just understanding, but they expect a certain level of empathy and understanding and illogicalness to a certain degree for the player to understand, and it just doesn't fly. It misses the point. It doesn't work. While also being complimentary of them trying new things, going for. it does miss the point, and I kind of feel like it could have been executed in a better way. And in fact, some scenes could have been done in a different order to maybe make it work, or, you know, at least make it a little bit more understandable to the player. And that's kind of how I feel about the Last of Us Part 2. Wow, what a ramble that was, but I feel like you guys all know what I'm talking about if you've played, or if you play it, I'm sure you'll get what I'm saying. This is interesting as well. We're going into some sort of kind of graveyard right now. It's actually cool to see kind of regular half-baked skeletons with the skin still on. Really interesting design to me. And they're all kind of staring at something. What the hell's going on? Wait, these things keep getting back up? No, surely not, right? There's just more coming out the ground. Interesting. I see a glow over there. They're all kind of looking up at this building. It looks like we can get up there because there is some loot. But yeah, interesting. Great. Guys just climbing back out. I kind of like how they're moving slowly as well. Because it is just, you know, that is how that kind of enemy would move realistically as well. You know, it sticks to character. I know it's only a minor detail, but I appreciate little things like that. Hence why I'm picking at some of the minor details in The Last of Us. Because some of it sticks out like a sore thumb. And it does look like, oh my god, there's a massive down here. I don't want them all to turn around though and trap me here, because then I'm going to be in trouble. Let's just continue exploring. See what's going on in this area. So yeah, overall... Oh, yay, thank God I had the shield up there. What the heck is that thing? Holy hell. I gotta say, creative design, that's for sure, but very freaky. Looks like the innards just pulled themselves out and actually acted as the main control for the creature. Instead of just having like a regular... Anyway, so yeah, summing it up overall, I do feel like my mind does go back and forth on it. I kind of find it hard to give a conclusion on it, to be honest, just due to the fact that, you know, there's so much crazy polarizing stuff that goes down. But so, yeah, it's like basically the only game of all time that I'm unable to form a coherent conclusion on. I'll say it's still an okay game, still a decent game. The story just really stuff though. So overall, I'll call it an alright game. A good, decent, okay-ish game. That's the best way I can put it. 6.5 out of 10. Some people will get that joke, of course, but others, it'll slip by them. But no, IGN actually did give it a 10 out of 10. I don't know what kind of stuff they were smoking before that, but I do want some of it. Whatever they've got. But yeah, don't get me wrong, guys. I see what they were going for. It certainly was more creative than the first game, I'd say, from a story point of view. It had a... Why does this thing keep building up on me right now? That thing just keeps charging, huh? Okay. Let's try and find a bonfire up here, then. Or maybe you just get it in the graveyard because it stops now. Maybe that thing, like, puts a curse on you, so that just takes a hold. Now, I wonder if this is the Necro / Gravekeeper that's going to help us stop the spawn of the Skellies. Yeah, good point. Certainly more creative than the first game, from a story point of view. Just doesn't have a level of connection or conviction, and, you know, connection to the character as the first game did. Not close, not freaking close. However, gameplay, soundtrack, all that stuff, still good in the game, still really sweet. But in a cinematic style game, where in the first one you really built solid connection to the characters, and you understand how that's, you know, for any cinematic game actually, that the story's kind of going to be the main point, isn't it? The connection to the journey. So that's why the game gets majorly let down. But that pretty much sums it all up. I think I've said there. That's my feel on the situation, guys. And it's... I hope I've relayed my points well enough. I think it does make sense. I think I've done an alright job of that. And I'm sure some of you guys will get some value and understanding out of what I've just been ranting about there. So that's that. That's The Last of Us 2. Still polarising for me, but I did it despite not getting some bits. Folks, I'm glad I got that off my chest as well. It felt really good, to be honest. Whew. Cool stuff. That's that done and dusted. Alrighty. Moving up. We do see there is some gear down there. This thing is still charging. Let me see if we can equip some blood blockers. Absorption, no. Not got anything here to stop the bleed. Only, you know, lasts for a certain amount of time, right? Cursed Ward, great shoot. Looking familiar. It's kind of familiar. You know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying, folks? That's a big descent right there. Before we do that, though, I kind of want to wrap back around. In fact, I wish there was another bonfire here. There's so many paths that I feel like I want to go down. I want to explore there. I want to go back up to that graveyard over there. I want to go over here, and I want to descend down that thing. Those look kind of cool as well with the crystals down there. Is there going to be another... I mean, I assume that's where this building descends to. Is that one of the big crystal lizards sleeping right there? Anyway, let's see what's up in this direction. It's looking kind of grand. Big entrance. Boss fight incoming, maybe? Red bug pellet. You know what? Let's take a look. Let's take a look while we've still got a couple of Estus. Not gonna lie, my heart skipped a beat as well when I came round the corner to the screen. My god. Doesn't open from this side. Okay, never mind. It's looking somewhat reminiscent of... No. No. Oh man, what a view that is as well. Beautiful. Gorgeous view. Look at the green as well. Nice to see a bit of that in Dark Souls. Or at least in Dark Souls 3. It seems to have more of a set colour scheme instead of branching out to, you know, giving it a bit more of variety. That's one thing that Dark Souls 2 actually did really well, to be totally honest, guys, like it or not. Colour scheme and area and aesthetic variety, really good in Dark Souls 2. Great view, I got to say. I'm liking the shimmering of our little cape here as well as it flaps. Rusted coin. I was going to say cursed, rotten coin there for whatever reason. Yeah, let's work our way this way, guys. Let's go back to... We can't keep clearing these out non-stop, so let's work our way back down here. Grab some solid gear. Oh god, I've just got the hint there again. I got the hint. I see all these arrows in the ground. Are we susceptible to attack? Yeah, we are. It just dawned on me. It dawned on me the second that we came. Oh god. Let's grab the loot and bounce. Is he up there? No, he's all the way over there. Let's try and get a good view of the direction that this guy's in. Okay, all the way at that tower? My god. Look at that whistle through the sky. Them arrows. We will need to bait him out again because there is loot down there that we're still missing. Let's give that a good grabsy. Good. Oh. Really cool. The way that looks. You know, like I say, whistling through the sky and out from range. If a game can execute that well from a visual point of view, it's always right. It's always nice, right? I just something I thought just popped into my mind there. Was that skeleton the embodiment of Solaire? Literally stood here on the edge of the bridge, gazing at the wonderful sun. Literally the embodiment of Solaire right there. I got to say it is beautiful, I can't disagree. Okay, let's just roll through here kind of quick. To make sure that we've got all of the... If you don't know what a thingery is, it's something that is also a thing that you may need. And I did make that word up, so have mercy. Blood loss. What is going on here? I just need to check quick and then get out. It doesn't look like there's anything else here. I am so dead. Oh, this guy's munching. Okay, it looks like we've pretty much cleared that graveyard. We need to get the hell out because this thing's... We're going to end up dying. Yeah, we're dead. We are dead when this thing hits. When the trigger procs. I wonder if it goes off the percentage of your HP. That'd be nice, so that it wouldn't kill me. But, okay, cool. Good. It is building up again, though, so... And now it's going down. Good, so it does only... It looks like you're kind of under that plague while you're in the area. Understood, understood. Let's work our way down here. I wonder what this message actually said. Try safe zone. What is it with characters, you know, presenting themselves to us in this game? Oh my god, certainly in this episode at least. Looks like someone's already smashed all these pots for us, apart from these ones though. Let's... Kaboom, kick that ladder. Wrong button. Oh, misclick. Oh, is very rough. My goodness. I've got a thing for the circle button right now. Don't know why. Anyway, though, folks, I think that's just about perfect time for us to wrap up there as well. Been a really interesting episode, I've got to say. I've enjoyed this one quite a lot, to be honest. Some interesting discussion. And looking about the right time to end. So yeah, thank you all very much for watching, guys. We will wrap this up now. I hope you enjoyed it. We experienced some, you know, really interesting situations in terms of enemy design and NPCs. Really crazy. Hopefully we figure more out about them as we go in the future, and especially this guy as well. Hopefully we manage to catch up to him and find him at some point. But yeah, that's been it. I really hope you've enjoyed our progression here in this episode, and also the discussion too. Be sure to join Discord. The link will be down below if you want to jump in there. Bit of fun, and follow me on the Twitch channel as well if you want to see me play live. Bit of a longer outro than usual this actually. You know, I like to talk, you know, it's part of it, and I guess it's a good thing, right? If you enjoy making YouTube videos and streaming on Twitch, you best be able to, you know, talk and talk a lot, right? That's kind of the point. So yeah, thank you all very much again, guys. I much appreciate it. This has been the Last of Us 2 discussion. Next time we'll be talking about the Demon Souls remaster / remake. Thank you all very much for watching. Last of Us Part 2, episode 8, Demon Souls next time. Thanks a lot, guys. Goodbye. Umbasa.